come to the end of another Toycember, and for this special edition, I wanted to end the way we started, with a stupidly expensive Mega Man item, but hopefully one that's a little bit more worth its price. So for our final review, Figuarts Zero Sigma. If you've never seen them, Figuarts Zero is basically a plastic statue line, bringing the toy line's attention to detail to poses and characters that may not work physically or financially as a fully articulated toy. You might not think Sigma's in that category. He is one of the X Series' 3 main characters, but villains don't sell well in Japan, and there's another important factor. Size. Sigma's a big guy to scale right, 8 inches tall at the head, and figures this big with jointage strong enough for his bulk range over $100. To complete a display of the cast without breaking the bank, I'd say it's a fair trade. The pose is interesting, if random. Obviously, he's based on his original X1 design, just as he casts off his cape to battle X himself. But it's not a random pose. It actually comes from a piece of artwork only seen in the opening sequence of Mega Man X5 for like a second. As such, there's a few things that disappoint, like the head sculpt. It's nicely done, don't get me wrong, but they missed the chance to include his signature smirk, since it wasn't depicted in that art. The sculpt all around, though, is extremely nice. Every detail is accounted for and properly painted. For such an arch-villain, he's quite colorful, with just about every color of the rainbow on him somewhere, and then some. Even subtleties like the metallic blue on the shoulder guards. Of particular interest, the cape. There's a lot of airbrushing to get the look right on both sides of it, and big curves in the fabric give it an action, dynamic feel. I also like the lesser details they remembered here, like the boots having a wrinkled leather look to them instead of the traditional smooth boots, which is accurate to his original design. The hilt of his beam saber is hanging from the belt as well. He also had a display base, which is just a panel of blue plastic with 2 pegs sticking up, but his feet are so broad and his weight so centered, I never felt the need to use it. While it's not going to sate fans of the character still demanding an articulated leader for their Mavericks, with the rest of the toy line together, he completes the display in a very cool way. And that, my friends, brings us to the end of another Toycember, and a very special one, not only because of the time of year it took place and became a long drawn-out April Fool's joke, but also because of the content. Half of the stuff I reviewed this month was sent in by fans or given to me by friends, so in a very literal way, this Toycember would never have happened if it wasn't for you guys. I mean, during October, when I was trying to pick out toys for a normal Toycember, I was really having a lot of trouble coming up with enough things that fit in the format. So when all of this came together, I knew I had to do something. So this was my thank you to you guys for sticking through with me, and my apology for missing something that a lot of people look forward to. But that said, what does that mean for this December? Well, if there is going to be a Toycember 4, you have to wait until we open the next present to find out.